Hi, it's Dr. Ariel Schwartz. I am here because there's a lot going on the planet right now, and I am deeply aware in my own body, my own mind and heart, that we really need tools to release the impact of stress, the impact of trauma, the impact of world events that are landing for us. And so this brief practice is a somatic-based practice of movement and connecting to breath and connecting to your voice and connecting to your heart so that you can find a greater sense of inner connectivity, inner respect, inner peace, knowing that when we connect to that in here, we can be a greater source of offering that back out to others into the world. So thank you for joining me, and we're going to move and breathe together. So I'm going to step back onto my mat, and an invitation to start standing today, and with a wide enough stance that you can really feel your legs and your feet underneath you, that you have that ground of support. And you might add a little bit of a bend to your knees so that you're not locking out through the joints, and just allowing yourself to really sense and feel the soles of your feet on the ground, right? We're going to start with a downward breath, right? Just a grounding breath. I'm matching it with my arms, and you're welcome to join me with that. Maybe even joining me with a sound and exhale through the mouth, and that downward focusing. So that you're imagining perhaps that you're allowing the energy, the rooting to go through your pelvis, your hips, your thighs, your knees, your ankles, all the way down through your feet, as if you had now roots that could go down into the earth, into that rich soil. Beautiful. And then from here, I'm going to invite a little bit of a bounce, soft knees, and just allowing yourself to bounce into the joints of the ankles and the knees, and letting the rest of your body receive the rhythm, right? So that we're connecting into rhythm through the bounce and letting that shake into your hips, your belly, your chest and shoulders, your arms and hands, maybe even letting go of your jaw, your voice. Letting your head be soft, your eyes be soft. And just another few moments of this bounce, your rhythm, your pace. Eyes can be open or closed. And then softening back into just a gentle, resonant stillness. Maybe feeling the residue of that rhythmic bounce. And we're opening up some of the rivers, the channels through which the energy of you can flow. And with that, we're going to do a little chi release here, side to side. And again, maybe a sound. Ha, 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 ha. Letting your arms just flap. Maybe they give a little pulse against your kidneys. Ha, 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 ha. And once again, slowly returning back to stillness. This time I'll invite you again, soft knees, and maybe palm over your heart. Feeling your heartbeat. Perhaps sensing what your heart wants you to know. What's moving inside of you. Beautiful. And from here, I'll invite a little bit of an active shake. So you can bring it into your arms, into your legs, one standing on one leg at a time. And if you need to hold on to a chair or windowsill, arms can go overhead. You might shake your hips, again, into your legs, your feet, letting something go from your hands. Your voice can shake, right? Let your head go. And then a pause and sensing. Nice wide stance, soft through the knees, soft through the ankles. Opening up those rivers so that whatever gets truncated or held in the core of the body has a pathway for release, for release. In somatics, we often talk about the endpoints of the body, moving out through the legs and feet, out through the arms and the hands, out through the face and the voice, right? So we don't have to hold it all in. It doesn't serve you and it doesn't serve the planet. Okay. So next one here, I'm going to invite you to use a wall for this, and you can take your time to find one if there isn't one super close, and should just allow yourself to find that contact, that press. And you might bend one knee and have the other back and switch sides, or you can take a wide stance and bend both knees, bending through your elbows and lengthening through your arms. Whatever stance you're finding, really feeling that connection between your hands and your feet. So your endpoints, once again, are going to give you feedback about where you begin and end in space. And you can press as hard as you want into that wall, right? It's not going anywhere. Allowing yourself to feel the empowerment course through your legs and your arms. And slowly pressing away from the wall and receiving that pause, noticing what's moving now. What I love about somatic practices, whether it's in yoga or kind of any form of embodiment, is that we can feel our relationship to power, to intensity in a strong way, but not in a harmful way. So you can feel the ferocity, right? What Kristen Neff speaks of as fierce compassion. Fierce compassion. We can feel that in our bodies without creating harm. So if you're angry about what's happening in the world, in your life, you can have that. You can own it, right? And it doesn't have to harm you, and we don't have to recycle that hurt in the world. Good. All right, next one. Again, opt in, opt out, whatever's going to serve you. We'll go into a wall sit. So a wall sit is finding a depth, serves you, whatever that is, right? You might go all the way down to a 90 degrees and you might stay at an angle, whatever is best going to serve you, so that you're not necessarily going to slide off the wall. You want to have some good, I'm using my sticky mat to kind of help support me here, but whatever's going to support you in this shape. And you don't have to stay long. You get to gauge for you what is going to help you feel that sense of empowerment in your body. So once again, we're pressing into the legs, the endpoints of the feet. You're probably going to start to sense and feel your thighs. I know I am. Your heart rate will very likely lift up, increase to meet the intensity of the shape. And that's great, right? We're going to catch the wave of the sympathetic nervous system. We're going to catch the intensity. We're going to feel our strength and our empowerment. feel your aliveness. Your legs might even tremble a little bit, and that's okay. And then slowly, slowly pressing into the feet, stepping closer to the wall to step off the wall, and sensing and feeling. A little bend in the knees, maybe palm to palm over your heart. And I'll invite us to come down now to seated. And however you choose to sit, I'm going to sit up on a bolster here. Whether you're sitting cross-legged or sitting up on something, you can even sit in a chair, right? Just taking a moment before we close out to really bring that full awareness to what is moving through you now. With that sense of your own aliveness, maybe even a sense of the capacity, your capacity to move energy, to move something that feels stuck, and as a result, to find just a little bit more freedom. And from there, what do you want to intend? What do you want to send out? Right? Taking a moment, rubbing your palms together, just feeling how your arms become an extension of your heart, all the way down to your hands. Our hands in the world are the action of our heart. And in this moment, feeling that open line, that open channel where compassion gets to move from your heart, down your arms, into your hands. And I will invite you to turn that in towards yourself, towards your face, just sweeping from center of forehead towards your ears, across your cheekbones and out, across your jaw, maybe your throat, maybe from shoulders down to elbows, a little self-havening here. And knowing that when you feel resourced and connected, that capacity to take action in the world is going to be directed from a point of clarity and care. So I'll invite you to just let your palms rest wherever they rest for a moment. To tune back in to body, breath, heart, mind, intention. Thank you so very much for taking this time out for you and with me today. Welcome to come back to this as many times as you need, and take good care of yourself in a challenging time. Be well.